going on, everybody? This is A.J. and I'm coming to you with another video. And today is Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's Transparent Tuesday. So let's get transparent. Now, what I want to talk to you all about, this is real. This is serious. My passport. I got my passport back. And it has the wrong gender marker on it. And I knew it was gonna happen. So let me give you some background. In 2022, when I changed my name legally, I also changed my gender marker. I changed it to X. So I had X on my passport and X on all my other documents. A few years after that, let's say 2024, like last year, I decided to change my gender marker from X to M on all of my documents. The last document was my passport. So, it was partly my fault. I waited a little longer than I should have, but I sent it off in January before Diablo 47 got into office. So I sent it off. And I already knew that when it was going to be sent back to me, that it was going to have the wrong gender marker. And when I got it back, it did. I was changing my gender marker from X to M. Originally, I had X on it in 2022. And that was no problem. That was an easy change. And that was when I changed my name. So, changing it from X to M, right? I didn't have to give them any documents, nothing. I just had to pay for the update of my passport because originally I updated my passport about a year and a half ago because it was expiring. So, I just had to reapply for it and got it back. I want to say maybe about a week and a half ago. And when I held the envelope in my hand, I already knew that they changed it to the wrong gender marker. And they did. They changed it to the wrong gender marker. And I just got the passport. No explanation, nothing. Until yesterday. So yesterday, they sent me my old passport. When you get your previous passport back, they put the two holes in them, right? So that you cannot use it. This lets everyone know this is no longer valid. So with this came this little letter or statement. And it says, information changed on application. The date of birth, place of birth, name, or sex was changed on your passport application. The changes were made for one of the following reasons: to correct your information, to show your biological sex at birth, to match the documents you submitted, to match our records, to show the country of birth as it is currently known, to use only letters. And then it says, if you have questions, please call, and it gives this number. So of course, mine was the first explanation: to correct your information, to show your biological sex at birth. You're correcting me? I'm giving you the information. I'm telling you that my gender marker is not X, it is M. That is the only correction that you need. And I know they're following Diablo 47, but it's totally illegal. So I reached out to Lambda Legal and they contacted me back, letting me know that I'm not the only one with this problem. They put in lawsuits and some other things along with A.A.L.J, and they're waiting for a response, and the response should be coming back as early as next Tuesday, March 25th. So they're telling me to hold off on doing anything until they get that response on March 25th. Whatever that response is, I don't know. They'll let me know. But hopefully it'll be in our favor so that we can then respond back and have our passport changed to the correct information. But I have to wait. So yeah, I'm one of the ones that they changed my gender marker. Um, yeah, it is very, very disturbing. It's disturbing. But as I said, I knew it was going to happen. I knew that it was going to be changed. Now, I do know a couple of people who the change went through for them. How it went through for them, I don't know. And I don't know if they sent theirs out before I sent mine out or after. I don't know. But I did get notification from some people who said, oh my God, I can't believe they actually put the right gender marker that I told them to put. But yeah, not for me. They changed mine. Like, looking at this thing, I'm like, what? So that means I can't travel out of the country because the gender marker on my passport does not match the gender marker on any of my other documents. None of them. Everything else has M. This is the only thing that does not. And I would think that, hey, maybe they just would have left X. Because when I changed my birth certificate 2.5 years ago, now I'm from Maryland, and I told them at that time I was identifying with my gender marker as X, as I stated. And they did not have the capacity to put X on my birth certificate, so they left it blank. So under sex, it's nothing. It is blank on my birth certificate. So the passport agency, office, or whatever doesn't even have my gender marker on the birth certificate that they have. So it's like, oh, I guess we're just gonna put this down. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but what I want everyone to know is you do have a right to seal your documents. You can do that. Go down to the court where you changed your name and your gender marker and let them know, if you haven't already done so, let them know you want to seal your documents. They'll probably give you a paper state and have you to state why you want to seal it. You put it down and then they'll seal it. I got mine sealed, that's fine. You can do the same thing with your birth certificate. Now, it may take some maneuvering because I know with Maryland, they won't seal your documents unless you are adopted. And, you know, your birth parents or whatever won't have access to those documents, or whoever would want those documents, they won't have access. So it takes some maneuvering. I have to call them back because they were looking into my situation. So I need to call them back to make sure that, hey, this can be done, which I know it can be. It just takes some finagling. But you have the right to ask that your documents be sealed. And I suggest, as a trans person, that you do so immediately. Yeah, but listen, you know what? It is what it is. I have to wait for ACLU and Lambda Legal to get whatever outcome that they're expecting, which I am expecting them to get, which will be on our behalf and in our favor. I guess it's coming from the courts, but they did say that they won't have any type of notification regarding their suits and regarding their requests to the courts until the 25th of March. So until then, I'm sitting tight with this. I just threw this thing like in a drawer. I'm like, you know what? That's not even me. Like, so whatever, you know. And I'm not even upset. I'm not upset about it. I'm just, because I knew that it was going to happen. So I set myself up for the worst possible scenario so that I would not get upset. And I'm not upset. What I am is proactive. So if they want to fight, they got to fight. I'm not one to lay down, and I'm not one to hold my tongue. I will speak up. I will speak out. And I will let people know, yo, this is happening. It happened to me, but this is what you can do about it. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm now. So stay tuned, because this is far from over. I will give you all an update on what is happening with this. And let you all know the outcome when the outcome comes. So yes, that is what I wanted to share, you all. It happened to me. I hope it does not happen to you. If you haven't put in any change for your passport yet, please don't. Lambda Legal, ACLU, and HRC are urging trans people, hold off on trying to change any of your documents. If you haven't done so, just wait. I know it's a pain in the neck, and I know you're probably like kicking yourself like, I should have done this earlier. Don't do that. It's not time for that. It's time to fight so that you will be able to do it, so that we have the rights to do what we know we should do for ourselves without being held back from this current administration, which are just a bunch of idiots, losers, crybabies, and the like. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about, you all. We're in for a fight, so get ready. But you know what? We're going to win, because all of this is just a big distraction. I don't know what they're trying to distract us from, but they are doing a very good job. But you know what? We're going to do an even better job of overcoming all of this nonsense so that we can just live our lives in peace and be who we know we are, and not be afraid or ashamed to be trans out loud. So yes, do me a favor. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll come back with more videos. If you have any questions about my transition or transitioning in general, hit me up in the comments, and I'll either answer you in the comments or I'll do a video about it. Yeah, I'll come back with an update when I get one. And if you're going through this, just know that you are not alone. Don't get upset about it. Don't get upset. Get proactive, and together we will fight this. All right? Now, do me a favor. Be good. And if you cannot be good, then be good at it. A.J. out, y'all.